Hi, good afternoon, good day, fellow mariners. In my other blog, we have already discussed the Colregs 1972. I have discussed the summary and I have also discussed rule number 1 and rule number 2. Today, we'll discuss general definitions, which is in rule number 3 of Colregs 1972. Rule 3A. The word vessel includes every description of watercraft, including non-displacement craft, wing craft or wings in ground, and seaplanes, used or capable of being used as a means of transportation on water, as long as they are used for transportation of water. So, my animations and my pictures and videos will show the different examples of what you are called as vessel. Rule 3 Bravo or 3B, the term power-driven means any vessel propelled by machinery. Of course, it is under power. It means power-driven. Rule 3 Charlie or Rule 3C, the term sailing vessel means any vessel under all provided that propelling machinery, if fitted, is not being used. It is only considered a sailing vessel even it is equipped with propelling machinery, provided it is not being used. Rule 3 Delta. The term engaged in fishing means any vessel fishing with nets, lines, trawls, or other fishing apparatus, which, the key term, restrict maneuverability, but does not include a vessel fishing with trolling lines or other fishing apparatus, which does not restrict maneuverability. The key word is restricting maneuverability. That's the key word for Rule 3 Delta. It is engaged in fishing if it is the nets and it restricts the ability to maneuver. Rule 3 Echo. The word seaplane includes any aircraft designed to maneuver on the water, and that is seaplane. Rule 3 Foxtrot. The term vessel not under command means a vessel which through some exceptional circumstances is unable to maneuver as required by these rules and therefore unable to keep out of the way of another vessel. For example, your vessel has problems in maneuvering, has engine problems at the middle of the sea, or has a steering problem. It can no longer maneuver. It is unable, cannot to maneuver, then it is a vessel under command. Rule 3 Go. The term vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver means a vessel which from the nature of her work is restricted in her ability to maneuver as required by these rules and therefore unable to keep out of the way of another vessel. The term restricted in their ability to maneuver shall include but not limited to. Let's discuss that in the next slide. The term vessel means restricted in her ability to maneuver because of the nature of her work. She cannot maneuver. She's doing her work. That's why she cannot avoid you. She cannot maneuver. She is restricted in her ability to maneuver. If, for example, in Rule 3 Golf, number 1, for example, is a vessel engaged, for example, is laying or servicing or picking up navigation mark of submarine cables or pipeline. She's doing her work in pipeline, submarine cables, buoys navigational maintenance. On the second example, a vessel engaged in rigging, surveying, or underwater operations. She's making a survey, she's dredging, she's making under or water operations. She cannot get out of your way. The vessel engaged in replenishment or transferring persons, provisions, or cargo. Keyword, while underway. She's transferring people, she's transferring cargo together with another vessel. She cannot get out of your way, of her way. That's why this vessel is considered a vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver. Another example, for example, is a vessel engaged the launching or recovery of aircraft. Aircraft carrier. She is launching, she is recovering an aircraft. She cannot get out of her way. She is restricted. A vessel engaged in mine clearance operations. Mine clearance, mine clearing, bomb clearing. The vessel engaged in a towing operations like this one, such as several restrict the towing vessel in their ability to deviate from the course. She is towing another vessel. She is towing huge vessel, and her ability to maneuver is restricted. Now we have to rule 3. Hotel. The term vessel constrained by her draft of the vessel means a power-driven vessel which, because of her draft in relation to the available depth and the width of navigable water, is severely restricted in her ability to deviate from the course she is following. Her draft is too deep. The availability of the water, talking about the narrowness, the width, and talking about also the depth. She is restricted to maneuver, and she is restricted to follow the course she was trying to follow. Rule 3 India. The word underway means that vessel is not at anchor nor made fast to the shore or aground. Therefore, the vessel like this is underway. This vessel is underway. Okay? Rule 3 Juliet, Colregs, 1972. The words length and width of a vessel means her length overall. This length overall, this length overall. And the greatest breadth. It means this breadth. The breadth and the whole length. Rule 3 Kilo. A vessel shall be deemed to be in sight of one another only when one can be observed visually from the other. If you cannot see the other vessel, that vessel is not on sight. If you can only see the vessel by radar, that vessel means is not on sight. The vessel shall be deemed to be in sight of one another only when it can be observed visually from the other. Very clear. Rule 3 Lima. The term restricted visibility means any condition in which visibility is restricted by fog, mist, falling snow, heavy storms, sandstorms, or any other similar causes. In my camera, sometimes you can see my face being foggy, so that is restricted visibility. The term is restricted visibility in vessel at the middle of the sea means any condition in which the visibility is restricted by these following circumstances: fog, mist, falling snow, storms, sandstorms. Very clear. Rule 3 Mike. The term wing in ground. The term wing in ground means a multimodal craft which in its original operation and its main operation models files in close proximity to the surface by utilizing surface effects action. Meaning, in Rule 3, Mike, the term wing in ground means a multi-modal craft in which its main operational modalities in close proximity to the surface by utilizing a surface effect action. Big. She has a big wing, creating some effect in a turbine mode, creating for her, for this plane to move. Okay. Rule 3, Colregs 1972. Fellow mariners, it was part of general definitions. Let's go back and show you the different summary. So I have already finished, as you can see in this one, the part A, which is general, and this part A composed of Rule 1 and 3. I have discussed in another vlog the Rule 1 and 2 and completed the Rule 3, which is general definition today. Next, I'll discuss about part B, steering and sailing. So many rules. It will be rules 4 and 19. Captain RODIENPACA once again. You're tuning in to RODIENPACATV Nautical Tutoring.